So good afternoon once again. Today's afternoon session rather, we have a guest from India. He was a silver medalist in Asian Games as an amateur golfer. He played with Jaganjit. Just hold a minute because my camera maybe have disturbed. Okay. So I am back. So I think you can see me, Mr.
Yep, I can see you.
Okay, so let me start again. So as I was saying, today my guest is Mr. Joseph J Chakola. Chakola, he is from India and he was an Asian Games medalist, and he played with Jaganjit Bowler, Animal Lahiri player like them. So he is now a golf businessman. So today we'll be talking on golf apparel basically, and with him to know his golf career also, because we don't talk only golf star but also unsung heroes, those who have just were somehow outline sidelined. So we want to talk to them, we want to know their story also, so that others also take lessons from here. So welcome again once again, Mr. Joseph J Chokla.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, it's nice, it's pleasure. So I want to know first, you had a wonderful career with Chaganjit Bowler, with Anirban Lahiri, so many good amateurs players, and then you played for India number of times. You represented India. You won silver medal in Asian Games, and uh, and you left golf, and then you started business. So first, tell us your golf journey. I mean, how much involved you were with golf?
So I started when I was quite young. I was 4 years old when I had my first golf club. But then I went to boarding school. When I left boarding school, I think I was 12. I came back to where my family lived in Coimbatore in South India and started sort of playing and practicing more, and then started playing the Indian junior circuit, and then got pretty good quite soon. So then I decided to go and compete. I qualified to be on the Indian team. We started traveling abroad. I played for India throughout my junior and amateur career, and then I was number one in India in 2006, I think. We won a silver medal in at the Asian Games in Doha the same year, and then turned professional 2 years after that in 2008. Played professional golf for 4 years, and then in 2012 I decided to give it up and start my business.
Oh, I see. That's great.
Uh,
So you had quite a long career then, and then you
yeah.
played professional golf also. So, uh, what was the story behind? Because I'm interested. Once JP and others said to me about you, I had a look online and I had a research on you. I found you turned before after turning professional, you went to some European countries, and then you tried to take training on swing, and you changed your swing, and that mismatched you. Am I correct?
Not after I turned professional. I went to Italy the year before I turned professional,
Yeah.
and yeah, I did work on my swing, but that I don't think that was the reason why professional golf didn't work for me. I think there were multiple reasons. I still don't know exactly why it didn't work, but
Okay.
I had a much better playing career as an amateur than I did as a professional. So once I turned pro, somehow my game just wasn't up to the mark that I would have liked for it to be. And after trying for a few years and realizing I wasn't, doing well enough to my standards, obviously not making enough money, I decided to hang my boots up and try my hand at something else.
Okay. Okay. No issue. Yeah, that's great decision you took at a very young age. So
Yeah.
again, it's disturbing my camera. Just one second, it is coming back. Just hold on, please. Let me show you alone then. One second. I can
Okay.
you can hear me. I think.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so no issue. It's you are my guest today. I let the camera
Okay.
come back at its own because I think there is some problem in connectivity. Okay, so as I was talking, many comments also are coming from audience.
Hmm.
Uh, you could not adjust with professional golf, as I understood,
Yep.
but
Yep.
you with in amateur rank with who are the players that I said Jaganjit Bular, Onibal, who else did you play?
That whole generation. There was the first time I played for India. I was on a team with Shiv Kapoor, Ashok Kumar, Ranjit Singh, and myself. We played the Asian Games Junior Championship in Myanmar in 1999. That was my first international
Okay.
tournament playing for India. But that whole generation, Gaganji, Anirban, Chirag Kumar, and I were the team for the Asian Games.
Okay.
There was Shiv and Ashok, and them were 2 or 3 years older, but they all moved abroad to play on the bigger tours once they turned professional. So I think as amateurs, that was the top few that we were competing with. There was Ranjit Singh from Calcutta. Um, yeah, I can't really think of too many other names. Yeah,
Okay, can you share some experience of your Asian Games because that was one of the biggest event. So far, I can remember Jaganjit Bhular and all 2006. So can you
yeah.
share that experience of your in Asian Games?
That was great. We were. It's something I think very few athletes will get to experience. You know, living in a games village. There's only a few. There's only a few sports events like that. There's the Olympics. There's the Commonwealth Games. There's the Asian Games where every athlete playing every discipline of sport sort of comes together in the evening to live in that one athlete's village for a couple of weeks. So it was a fabulous experience. As amateurs, we had never been to such a high level golf tournament before, where all arrangements were made as if it was a sort of PGA level professional tournament. Our driving range bays had our names and our country's flags on each one. There was like press reporters when we won a silver medal with the camera flashes, hundreds in front of us. So it's a memory like you'll never forget. It was a
Okay,
great
that's good.
experience, and the fact that we won a medal was icing on the cake.
Okay, that's great. So I start some reading some comments from our audience.
Mhm.
It starts from Jai Sharma from as he always he watch our show and he's from PGTI.
Yeah,
You already shared your experience in winning silver medal. He wanted to know this. He says that you are a very potential player in amateur ranks. So he congratulate. I mean, he expresses congratulation to you to have to be with me. And then a lot of like Jagabandhu Rai, George Costa, and Jagabandhu Rai, they are regular audience of this show. They want to know when did you do you have someone wants to know do you have garments factory and if so what are the products, which state are you from, why not you're playing, you said why you're not playing, but then two question I think you require to answer is about your three below brand. I wanted to come there. You do the business of apparels, golf apparels, only
yes,
golf apparel, especially t-shirt, then trouser, then raincoats. I mean, whatever required for playing golf. And also golf
yep,
bag I see at the back of you. You've kept
yeah.
some
That's my golf
your
bag.
yeah, that's look great. So
Yeah.
this is the three below brand.
Yes,
Because I was there, saw your brands in Calcutta. Once I was a
yes.
rules official there.
Hmm.
You do move around with PG tails. I saw your beautiful t-shirts. Next time I'll take one, of course. Okay, three below the name. Okay, he
Yeah.
wanted to know about your brand. Do you have any garments factory and which state you are from?
So I'm from Kerala in South India, but I live in a town called Coimbatore, which is in Tamil Nadu. Um, Well, the manufacturing of my products is done in different locations. Some close to Coimbatore, some overseas, some in Chennai, which is the capital of Tamil Nadu, some in Bangalore, some in Coimbatore itself. Yeah, so we do different products in different sort of locations. I think I lost you.
Okay, so the three below brand.
Mhm.
What are the products you have in that store?
So we have t-shirts, trousers, shorts, caps, belts, socks. We do some accessories as well, like umbrellas, golf tees, golf bags, shoe bags, little things, flasks. Pretty much anything that you need when you walk on onto the golf course, you can be from head to toe dressed in our stuff if you would so like.
Okay, so you are in very much involved with Indian golf now as a
Yeah.
golf businessman, golf entrepreneur. You do
Hmm.
sponsor some official. What do you do with those golf tour and amateur? Or do you have any? I mean, your involvement with golf as a businessman.
In India. So last year we were the official apparel partner of the PGTI, which was a great honor for me, having had played the PGTI until when I stopped playing. To 3 years later, come back and be the official apparel partner was a great honor for me. We've also supplied apparel to the Indian Golf Union for Indian teams that have traveled abroad to play for the country, and to have our brand and the Indian flag, on our products is also was a huge thrill. We've supplied the apparel to the Hero Indian Open for the last 3 years, and hope to continue. That's the biggest India's biggest professional golf tournament. So hope to continue doing that for the years to come. So that's our involvement. We do a lot of corporate golf apparel as well, customized apparel. Um, yeah, so that's our involvement with Indian golf so far.
Okay, that's great to learn. That's great. So someone wants to know. I mean, JP first wanted to know what is the logic behind the brand name Three Below. Why did you keep your company name Three Below? Why not Up?
So three below is a score in golf, three below par, which is
Okay.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
idea is that it's a great score that anyone can shoot, even a high handicapper. If he plays three below his handicap, he's still three below. So it's a great score that anyone can achieve, and the brand is a great product that anyone can afford. So we've tried to maintain a price point where it's not too expensive, but yet keeping the quality of the top international brands. We've tried to offer that same product as at a more affordable price. So that's the idea behind the name of the brand.
Again, maybe noise is coming out. That's why my voice has to be kept at times switched off. I mean, off. So please bear me out. Here, I find some other comments like, did you visit Bangladesh as an amateur golfer anytime?
I don't think I did as an amateur, but I did 2 or 3 times as a professional. Um, we played at your beautiful Kurmitola Golf Club in Dhaka, uh, which was an absolute surprise because I've never seen that many people in my life. When we landed in Dhaka, I'd never, living in India even, I'd never seen so many human beings. But then we drove through the gates of the club, and it's like you're in a different world. It's a, I mean, can compare with any golf course anywhere in the world. So thoroughly enjoyed being there, and we explored Dhaka a little bit. We went to the market area, and it was very interesting. I enjoyed being there.
I see. So you just participated, I think, recently in 2017, 18, maybe in PTI Open, PGTI
No, I
Dhaka
think it
Open.
was in no, I think it was about 10 years ago.
Oh, then it was Citibank or American Express, something like that.
Yes, yes.
Before 2000, yeah, okay, 2000. At
I
that time, it
remember
was.
one instance. We the day after the tournament, we had to leave for the airport,
Uh,
and there was a huge sort of procession in the city. I think there was some sort of turmoil happening. So they had to put all of us in ambulances and go through the army area to reach the airport so that we didn't miss our flight. Because if we got in a taxi, we would have never been able to make it to the airport in time. That was another fun experience from my time in Dhaka.
things are changing in Dhaka last 5 years, basically like 10 years.
Yeah.
You'll not get that much. I mean, all the flyovers are now from airport to Kurmitula Golf Club. So
Hmm.
things are changed in
Nice. Good
big
to
time.
know. Good to know.
Yeah. I thought that recent time, last year, if you have come, then you would see some flyovers and all.
Okay.
So yeah, that's great. Okay, so now I find Mr. Nikhil Singh Kalan. He is from, of course, PGTI, our respected Mr. Nikhil Singh, who writes very nice and works for media of PGTI, Indian
Yeah.
Golf. Yeah, so he also welcomes you, and
Thank
uh,
you.
he what is he writes. He wrote Istema. I don't understand that. Maybe he wants to know about maybe some festive occasion. Nikhil, a lot of T-shirt also being made in Dhaka. And hi Jay Sharma. Hi, he also congratulate. I mean, express his best greetings to Jay Sharma. If JP is listening, then it is done. Nikhil also write well spoken JJ Joseph J Choal. Okay,
Yeah.
I think you're Chakla. Sorry, not Choal. You're
Chakola.
Chakla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Chakola.
why it is JJ? Joseph J Chakola. But why it is JJ then? In short.
Because my father and I have the same name, so we're both Joseph J Chakola. So I'm
Okay.
known as JJ and he's known as Jack to tell us apart.
Okay. Great. Great. Okay, okay. Something more about your this three below because I'm very much I liked your name. If I get any scope to see your products, of course I'll do. Three below, and fantastic name. Three below par. Whatever is your handicap or professional golfer you are,
Yeah.
that's great to remember.
Yeah.
So, do you have any business in Bangladesh? Three below under the brand three below.
Not yet, but I mean, Siddiqur is a good friend, and I actually was chatting with him a few days ago to meet some, to be introduced to some manufacturers in Bangladesh. So he put me in touch with a few people. I'm still talking to them, but I'd be interested to try and source some products from there if the, I mean, I'm in the business of it. So if the quality and the price and everything are something that is in sync with what I'm looking for, then I'd be more than happy to source my products from Bangladesh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great because my I had to keep the window open and a lot of sound coming out from the roads because we are just located on the main road, the airport to my Tangi. So a lot of sound in between at the back. So yeah, as
No,
you
I
said,
can.
Bangladesh is the second largest garments manufacturing country in the world after China. I mean, a lot of Indian businessmen they do own factories here in Dhaka, right here. Beside me, there is
I'm
two.
sorry, I can't make out. I can't make out what you're saying. It's a little garbled.
Can you hear me now? Can you listen to me now?
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I was telling that a lot of Indian businessmen are based in Dhaka. They do garments business. They own
Mm-hmm,
garments,
mm-hmm,
and garments in the second largest country in the world after
mm-hmm,
China.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So, as you're in the apparel, apparel is main business of Bangladesh. You are
mm-hmm,
correct. You are, I mean, you are doing some very good point, good initiative you have taken to
mm-hmm.
launch here in Bangladesh also because this
Yeah,
is a very big market. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we wish to see your at least golf apparel products very soon in Bangladesh also.
Thank you. I would love to be available there.
Okay, okay. So because I know
Mm-hmm,
a lot of Indian owners like Pearl Garments, then like someone is doing Nike also here.
mm-hmm,
Some other businessmen doing, if I'm not wrong, many other garments like Pearl. I'm sure it is owned by Indian,
mm-hmm,
and other like other big companies also there
mm-hmm,
in Bangladesh. Those are doing
mm-hmm,
apparel business. So
mm-hmm.
it's a very good initiative, I must
Yeah.
say. So lastly, Mr. Uh, Joseph J Chokla, basically a lot of audience are putting in, and I read some of the comment. Jashama is good quality stuff. J. Theresa J. George, she did not leave any comment, rather just two hyphen. I don't know what does that she mean. Okay, hi Kelly. Jai Sharma again writes, hi Kelly. Your name is Kelly also.
No, I don't know who he's talking to.
Okay, he made your nickname is the Kelly. No? I see. Okay, so lastly, Mr. Joseph J. Chakla, about advice. I want, as you have been a fantastic amateur, wonderful, I mean, wonderful amateur. You had some quality in golf swing, and of course, what your record says. So, can you advise something for our amateurs or Indian amateurs how to develop their game? How they can go about it?
I think it's key to focus on the process of what you're trying to achieve and not. I know it's a very cliched idea, but to not focus too much on the results of winning tournaments and making money as a professional. If you focus on the process of getting to your goal, it's more likely that you'll get to your goal than focusing on the goal at large. I also think people should try and stay amateur and do well enough as an amateur before turning professional, try and play for the country as much as you can. It's a great honor, and it's you get a chance to see the world um, on the government's expense, which you wouldn't get a chance to otherwise if you turn professional too quickly, unless you get very good as a professional. So I had that fine fortune of traveling the world, which at the age that I did was an invaluable experience. Yeah, so my advice would be to be patient, um, focus on the process rather than on the goal, and be really really good as an amateur first before you decide to take the decision to turn professional.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So Nikhil is writing. Kelly was for me. I mean, JP wrote Kelly for Nikhil.
So Nikhil.
Yeah. So Joseph experience with PGTI, he wants to hear. So lastly, if you can tell something about your experience with PGTI. 4 years.
I wish it was better. I wish I won tournaments and got to the level that I would have liked to have gotten as a playing professional. But it's a great platform for Indian golf, for people turning professional and looking to take their career to the next level. It's giving an opportunity to a lot of talented golfers in India to make a living out of the game. Um, the team has also brought in co-sanctioned events from Asia and Europe and the Asian development tour into India. So it's a great platform for Indian golfers that didn't exist to this extent prior to the formation of the PGTI. A lot of young aspirational golfers have been able to make a living from this sport in India thanks to the PGTI and the people that run it and have supported it and funded it. So yeah, I mean, my congratulations to everything that the PGTI has done for golf in India.
So lastly, as a rising businessman, potential, I mean, you are rising as a businessman. So as a rising businessman and popular brand like Three Below in golf industry of India, do you have anything to say for the investor, for the businessman to come forward for the golf like you?
It's still a very small market in India, but because I'm so attached to golf, I'm enjoying everything I do. The sports industry in India is growing rapidly every year. So there's all the big brands from around the world are available in India now because they see a market for their products in India. So if you're asking me if anyone's looking to start a sports business in India, sure, it's a great time to be investing into sports in India because it's one of the things that's a constantly growing industry in our country.
Also, I wanted to know the flow of investment towards sports like golf. Is
Hmm.
there businessmen, young businessmen like you? I know yourself is a golfer. You
Hmm.
have passion, but those who are not golfer but still have business interest, are they coming enough to the golf with business, with investment?
There are not a lot of golf um, unrelated golf businessmen. Everyone within the Indian golf ecosystem that runs a business related to golf was already involved in golf before they started the business. So I don't think there are people from the outside investing into golf, but I'm sure the people that run golf businesses in India are getting funds from external sources that are ungolf related. But there are sports people starting businesses in different sports. I know there are, like tennis apparel businesses, there are gym apparel businesses, athleisure businesses. So all of that put together is a huge industry. Golf, as such, in India is still, compared to the rest, quite small, but it's a large enough industry for the few of us that exist to survive.
Okay, I for our audience, a lot of audience join now. I mean, after you have answered,
Mhm.
can you repeat the products of your Three Below? Because I could hear, if I'm not wrong, you have also tea, and then you have trouser, you have T-shirt, you have umbrella. What else you have? Can you, kindly?
So we have t-shirts, well, caps, t-shirts, trousers, shorts, belts, socks, um, umbrellas. Tees is not a big business, but yeah, we make tees.
Okay.
Um, Golf bags, like I said. And we pretty much we can do anything customized. Like if you're having a golf tournament and you need a range of products with your logos on it, with your branding on it, we do all of that. So our sort of volume business for custom orders is a fairly large part of the business. So that, I mean, there's nothing we can't do. We can do, if you want your wallets, if you want to give away wallets, we can do that. I mean, there's pretty much anything. We have the scope to do a lot of stuff. But on our retail line, it's t-shirts, trousers, shorts, socks, golf bags, umbrellas. Yeah, and we make for women, for kids, all of that.
That's great, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. It was a wonderful experience to know you about your product line, also know your career. You are an unsung
Thank you.
hero of Indian golf. So that's what I liked it. Your experience will, I mean, benefit others definitely. So thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Joseph J Chakola. Once again, it
Thank
was
you.
my
Thank you.
pleasure, great pleasure to have you in our show.
Pleasure being here.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to meet you or see you again. Thank you very much.
Likewise. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.